Listen, 50 Cent is a menace. The BAFTA Awards tried it, and Meg and Sierra said bye-bye toxic men, hello stability. If you're not caught up, don't worry. We got you, babe. Buckle up.
Slay, laugh, repeat.
I know, scenario. All right, y'all. Welcome to Slay, Laugh, Repeat. Welcome, everyone. Slay, Laugh, Repeat. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for slaying with us. If you're on YouTube,
Like and subscribe.
and if you're on Spotify or Apple, give us a 5-star rating and share this with your group of friends, and just, join this conversation with us. This week, we're going to be talking about some mess that's been going on the last few weeks on the internet. So you all probably heard about it with 50 Cent and T.I. It seems like every week it's just going to keep evolving, and just more and more stuff is going to be coming out. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just go back to you saying 50 cents? Because I saw somebody talk about how Black people keep adding the S to 50 Cent, and you just literally did it. 50 cents.
And I'm going to keep on doing it. It's 50 cents.
She said before, we're going to always add the
I'm going to keep the S. I'm going to add the S.
I was like, I don't know if I know anyone that says it. I don't know if I heard it, but I just heard
it's
it.
It's supposed to be 50 cents.
It's 50 cents.
I don't like it.
1 cent.
It's 50 cents.
But Black people be like 50 cents.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Wait, I don't even know how I say it, but I'm sure I say it wrong. I'm sure I do, because I say shit wrong.
I don't like
all the time.
50 cents.
His name has been that for way
I
too
don't
long.
like it.
50, it's time for you to reinvent yourself.
Add that S. You
add
for
that
the black
S.
people.
For the black
And I don't care.
I
I was wondering why you was laughing. I was like, wait, I don't think I'm saying anything funny.
Because I didn't hear it.
Because we don't even hear it. And I didn't hear it till somebody pointed it out. They're like, Black people be calling him 50 cents.
Nobody's
and I'm like,
listening.
That's the proper way to say it. Hello? Like, what do you mean?
Like, because that's what it is. 50 cents.
Like I don't even understand. I'm going to name them cents. I'm going to call them cents.
Or we could just call you Curtis.
Curtis Jackson, right?
Like
Jackson.
that, too.
His name is kind of nice.
It is actually really smooth.
Curtis Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Curtis Jackson.
it is.
Yeah, I really like
Interesting.
it. So,
All right, Curtis Jackson. Go ahead and tell us about Curtis and them.
during the Super Bowl time, he did an interview. He called out the fact that he wanted to do a versus, and 50 Cent backed out, essentially just acting like he didn't know what he was talking about. And so 50 Cent clapped back.
Curtis Jackson, a.k.a. 50 Cents, I just found out, a.k.a. 50 Cents, like the black people say, like his
50
script.
cents.
50 Cents. But, yeah, him and T.I. have been beefing. Supposedly, 50 Cents did not want to do it. T.I. would call him out. It was like, yeah, boy, you don't want to see me in these streets. But
In summary.
right, in summary. And then 50 Cents posted a picture of Tiny, and I don't think he just posted a picture. And so that led T.I. and his family to believe that he's trying to clown, posting this picture of Tiny with no context. So then, yeah, now they're beefing. And E, maybe you can speak on a little bit of like the history, the background, or kind of where it's evolved from there. I know there's been talks of him doing a documentary.
After this picture came out, Tiny and T.I.'s son, King, got really upset. And he got online and he was like going in. And because of the things he was saying, he was all basically talking about Curtis's mother, who is currently, and she a long time ago in fire. I think half of that story of his little movie, Get Rich, Die Trying, was somewhat similar.
Based off of his real story.
But he's all saying things like, dig your mama out the grave. And he's yes, King. He's
which one? King. Oh,
yes,
he's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, yo mama, like, we got to get
I
some
didn't know
clips
that.
in there because I don't even want to say it because
we'll
I think
show
it's
it.
wrong saying it.
Dang.
So,
That's how you know it's bad. We don't even want
that's
to
how
say
you
it.
know it's bad. I'm hearing more about the sons and his kids like coming back. T.I.'s other son, Damani.
I heard his. Yeah.
His was really respectful though. Like his
It
was
was
like
good.
really deep, you know.
Yeah.
I want to play that too. I mean, it wasn't that long, but he said some words and he didn't have to say many harsh ones.
He's a legend now, I guess it worked out, but I need some answers. Are you happy with the way he been holding your family name? I need to know because I can't sleep at night thinking you died in vain. I think it got...
And he had some clever little like jabs.
He was talking more like to his mom, right?
He
Yeah.
dug deep into that. I think he's
Talking
that
to
type
50's
of
mom.
lyricist. He's deep like that, and he kind of reminds me of T.I.
Yeah.
T.I. be
Yeah.
on that. No,
King
not
is
no.
Damani.
Wait, no.
King is Tiny's and his son, and that's the
Yeah.
youngest. That's the one that was being disrespectful.
Oh,
saying,
because
like,
I was
dig your
like,
mom out
his
the
stuff
grave.
did not sound deep. I was patiently waiting
no.
to hear some deep lyrics.
No, this is
I was
Damani.
like,
He looks deep
Damani?
in that.
Oh,
He looks
Damani
deep right there.
is-
Don't he look deep?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Damani
Don't he
is
look deep?
Tiny's stepson. That's
Yeah.
Okay, that's T.I.
T.I. had her.
Okay.
I mean, him
Because
before her.
King
Right.
is not coming off deep. And he made a t-shirt with 50 Cent's mama on it. Like, yeah.
Oh, no.
So that
Like,
was
he was
frowned
really
upon by his
horrible.
dad. T.I. didn't like
That
that
is
he
so
was
horrible.
doing that. But he also liked that the kids were standing up for their mom. Because
Yeah.
the way 50 Cent flipped it from talking about T.I. wanting him to battle him, he's like, why does everybody want to battle me? You guys need me. I don't need you. That was a summary of a post that he said. And then after he said that, then he want to post a picture of their mama out of nowhere to me, out of nowhere. And it was like, okay, now you're coming for mamas. So King came for his mama, his mother that passed away. And then he made a t-shirt and everything. And so I felt like, I mean, all the gloves are off. There's no gloves. All the gloves are off. And if you come for somebody's mama, you just open the floodgates. And you can't say, you know, oh, this is out of pocket. You know, you can't do that. You can't say that. But I do feel like there should be a line, right? I don't think if the beef is between you and the dad, because I'd be upset if I was an innocent bystander just living my life. And then my husband had beef with somebody. Now all of a sudden I'm in the middle of the beef, like on the internet.
I mean, I feel like you should have kept the beef with the man you were dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Why did you bring in his brand?
Like, what did you say to him? What happened? Like, they weren't even there at the interview, and they got my booty cheek blasted all over the internet. And
let's not
know
forget
what
that
this is about.
Tiny is an entertainer too, though. This is not just someone that you just
she's
found out of the
an
blue.
entertainer, but
like,
she don't be in the beef. Like, she's so sweet. And
she
like,
don't be in the beef. I don't know. Was there even context to this? I'm not on 50 Cent's side, but was there contents to this picture that he put up?
Hold on. This might be a contrary opinion or something. I don't care. I think he was scared because he's not a great rapper and his rap catalog could not compete with T.I.'s. That's what I think.
Possibly,
and he was
yeah.
he was trying to deflect.
I mean,
he's like, why y'all want to rap with me? Why you want to battle me?
It was not like...
Because I'm going to win.
I question that versus anyway. Like, why would 50 Cent be the one that goes against him? I was like, it could have been Ludacris. Like, anybody would have thought that would have been better, like made more sense. But I can't think of a lot of music that he done that I could pop my neck to. I don't know.
Underneath the picture of his wife's booty cheek, it says, I keep saying, keep my name out your mouth. And then he puts the little emoji this, and it says, okay, with a question mark. And for me, it's like, keep your name out my mouth. Otherwise, you're going to post unflattering photos of my wife. Like, when was that? When was that the argument? When was that part of the argument?
I love your intellectual analysis of it. Like, you're all trying to figure it out. Like,
because I just don't like that they dragged her into it. I just don't like that that's a sore spot that they're dragging her into it.
I get it.
It's annoying to me.
But Lisa, you had a contrarian take to that too. This whole beef. And I really like that.
So I was under the impression, because I've seen 50 Cent do this before, where he pokes at someone to get the limelight on them and he stirs up like a beef, and then people start to support that person, and when that person drops an album, their sales are like through the roof. So with T.I. having an album come out, and I think King has an album coming out too, I'm like, what if they're in the back room discussing or not discussing? Because 50 Cent has done this before where he didn't even tell the person that that's what he was doing. It was giving him an alley-oop is the way he described it. And I want to find the person's name, but I search and all I could see is this 50 Cent and T.I. beef. Like, they're not even talking about what he did for someone in the past. But when you think about guerrilla marketing, this is free publicity that comes in the form of a beef, which we know the internet loves a good beef and the algorithm loves a good beef. And so he does these types of things. So it could be that they are playing all of us for views and building up momentum for this album that's about to drop.
And you know what's funny, Lise? I'm like up here, I'm reading Damani's this song, the lyrics. I'm like, oh, like he's just, spitting. I was like, I'm about to buy this. I would never even think about Damani.
And I'm telling you, didn't even know him. I didn't even know who that was. And so this kind of marketing does work. And sometimes he doesn't even tell the people that he's doing it so that they're genuinely upset and it looks genuine. But then later on, watch us find out, like, you like that little beef I started between.
I mean, but haven't you noticed, like, 50 Cent kind of doesn't hold back from anybody? Like, he got on Vivica Fox before. They was in a relationship. He was kind of rude to her.
They're all homies now, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's a savvy businessman.
He could be, like, putting people back on that maybe kind of fell out of the limelight.
Exactly.
And maybe, I mean, if he's not doing it intentionally, he's doing it.
If that wasn't his main motivation,
it's working. That is
hurt
working.
them, it's working for their advantage. So it's not like they haven't worked together and they don't have this respect for one another now. In the past, the allegations that T.I. and Tiny had some nefarious things going on, sexual things going on with
I know.
people. I don't know.
Like,
we're all distracted by the nefarious.
They freaks, y'all. They freaks.
I know.
They freaks. Yeah, pretty much.
That part. So now this is coming up. So my thought process is like, why would you start some mess again? And y'all getting too old for this. This is crazy. But you're never too old to make money. So Lisa's theory, like, we got to promote albums.
That's entertainment.
Right,
Period.
And this is free clicks. They didn't have to pay nobody. People are picking up the story, even us picking up the story and pushing it further in the algorithm. So then people are going to be anxiously awaiting this album drop to hear T.I.'s response to 50 Cent. And there you go, record sales. So we know, beef equals clicks, and that's what they do around here.
Shoot,
but
beef equals Grammy nominations and winning. Wasn't in Kendrick won a Grammy off of a beef? I mean, wait, a diss song, a diss track, whatever.
Not like us. Not like us.
Exactly. So here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. Comment below. Are you team T.I. or 50 Cents? Curtis Jackson. Or are you both? I don't know whose side I'm taking. I want to hear more and then I'll figure it out. But I do know. I'm going towards the T.I. side.
I'm not on nobody's side.
Okay. Speaking of mess, what is it called? BAFTA?
BAFTA.
Let's go into the BAFTA awards.
The BAFTA.
Cause woo.
So what had happened was a man with Tourette's, he was saying the N-word on a live TV recording during the BAFTA awards. And I don't know if y'all are like me, but I thought the BAFTA awards stood for like black people some awards, but it's not. It's like, I was all trying to figure it out. I was like, black actors in film, television, and arts. Oh, that's deep. I never.
That's
learning too.
That's like really big.
I know, right? There's somebody's gonna make it now. Anyway, but it's not. It's actually stands for British. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. British and international film.
Like
British
Association
now
of Film and Television.
It's okay though, because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, so we don't need to be advertising them anyway.
It's British Academy Film Awards.
Let's boycott
British Academy Film Awards. No, honestly, never watched it, never will.
No, I never. I would have given it a chance before this. All right, so what had happened was a man with the Tourette's
With the Tourette's.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to put
with
the in front of
Tourette's.
everything.
The
He had the
Tourette's.
diabetes. He had the Tourette's.
He had the sugars.
He had the sugar.
And oh my God.
We have to say it like that.
Okay.
The Tourette.
Oh, yeah, making me cry. Okay. Man with Tourette syndrome said the N-word on a pre-recorded BAFTA award show.
BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to...
The problem is that it was pre-recorded, so they were able to edit out Free Palestine from the pre-recording. Like somebody yelled out Free Palestine. They took that out, but they left the N-word in. And I heard that it was left in for 12 hours? 12 hours on their when they posted it or whatever. And that was significant because that was the same amount of time. These are different incidents and whatever. When that orange man, when he posted that mess with President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, he posted something about some apes and all that mess. That was left on for 12 hours too. That was ironic.
That is very ironic.
Because there's no coincidences.
Yeah, that's just weird. And that wasn't even that long ago. So so they were able to take out Free Palestine, but they left the N-word in for 12 hours. And the response was they submitted an apology, and disability advocates were weighing in, and of course the Black community was chiming in and upset about what happened. I will say that the Black community had their reactions. Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, they were amazing. They handled it with so much grace and just kind of poise, and they didn't really respond or react. They would have been totally justified if they just went off or what the hell. Somebody get this mother out of here.
Right. Security.
Right, security. I ain't got to put up with this
security.
I ain't got to put up with this mess. Get me out of here.
Right, no. Yeah, they could have totally did that and been justified.
Yeah. All right, so let's be very clear. This isn't just about Tourette's, or we're not coming for anybody with a disability that they can control or something like that. This was a choice by the BAFTA awards editors or whatever, the people. That was a choice by them to leave that in for those 12 hours when they could have taken it out, just like they took out the Free Palestine, but chose not to take out the N-word. So that's an intentional rage baiting choice, putting Black people in their place.
100%. Because what I saw was that they have microphones next to this man. And he has Tourette's. I didn't know that, but I knew
they
had microphones next to him. That's why everybody heard it. So that's why I was saying this is so intentional. They want us to get up in arms. That is really rage baiting. And then the fact that you're taking out Free Palestine, which we might get demonetized for saying. You might have to bleep that out because you can't even say that on YouTube.
Oh my God.
You can't even say it. You can't even say it. So the fact that you can say the N-word is really it's the middle finger to us. And I honestly feel like no one from America, because that word hits more harshly with us, that was our personal slur over here, should be going to their little award shows or attending their little stuff. And I heard the BBC is behind BAFTA. That's who puts that out. And they have said the N-word in the past too and didn't get no backlash because we're not over there like that. But our cousins are over there and they were going off on the BBC, but they're such a small number. They're less than us. I think we're 14% of the masses here in America, and they're in freaking Britain 2%. It was a small ass number. So they don't even have the numbers to go hard. They're trying to be slick. My whole thing is you're trying to be slick. You're trying to rage bait us, and then you want us to be all graceful and demure about being disrespected. But I just feel like you're either trying to get views on your little bullshit award show that we didn't even know about, don't even know how to say it, didn't even watch it. And you're trying to, be that antagonist, be that little bully from over the seas, and trying to let our actors know where their place is, even though they're over there as guests in your little award show. Now you want to put them in their place by putting this microphone in front of this man. And
I can't believe that.
I feel bad that he was like a pawn in this whole thing and they put him out there, but also he's a pawn in this whole thing because they know we can't talk bad about people with disabilities because it's not their fault.
Pawn?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, he's gonna say, the N-word when he see these black people.
He's triggered every time.
Yeah, like he said that every time he sees black people, give him the mic, put the mic by him, put the mic. So I heard there was a mic by him, and so that whole thing was set up, and they want us to be all forgiving, and it takes kind of the limelight off of it when you're like, oh, he had Tourette's, like it's not his fault, he just says the N-word. Like, do you?
and why do you?
That's the question. And I don't want people with Tourette's coming for us, but
we're not specialists. We're
not specialists. I don't know, but I know that it's disrespectful, and they're always saying the most disrespectful things. And they're never hollering out, I love blacks. I love black people.
Right.
Yeah, how come we gonna be like, beautiful the N-word? Why is that on
beautiful?
the tip?
Why don't they say you're...
Right. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's always something like, they're hollering out, big black, or, they'll say things like that when they see black people, or the N-word. I promise you, I've seen a video where the girl was saying, big, I'm gonna see if I can find it. But it's never anything like beautiful.
I don't know much about it either. I was confused. Like, why Tourette's always gotta be disrespectful? But we did know some people in the past, right, E, that had it, and Aisha. And it's usually like never to that level of severity. Like, it's just usually maybe some grunts or some ticks here and there. But when they air it on TV, they be putting the most dramatic case of Tourette syndrome.
So was this guy like yelling stuff all night, or was this like the only time he yelled?
That I don't know.
Because it just chose to come out right then and there. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I understand that it is a disability, but how did they handle it up there with poise? When they were called
Poise and
that?
Grace, even saying that they didn't even respond to it. They barely paused in their
And
seat.
then he can't respond with a sorry after that
took a
or something.
minute.
You know what I mean?
It was like a whack.
No, I'm even
apology.
saying like even out loud in that moment of being embarrassed. You know what I mean?
Like,
oh my
sorry,
God,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Like, I think I would probably be like, that was my disability. Like, I would explain in the audience or something.
Yeah.
Did he walk away on his own, or did they have to take him, or what happened after he yelled it out?
After he said it, nothing.
Yeah,
they went on with the show, girl. On with the show.
Oh, either this hasn't been the first time, so it's something normal, or this was your time to do it.
I think rage bait. They're always trying to get us
I call rage bait.
Yeah, I call rage bait.
But wait, what was the motivation for that? Some kind of war or something going on right now?
What motivation?
How are they benefiting from rage baiting us to get higher ratings for BAFTA awards or award distraction?
It could be that. It could be.
That don't make me want to watch it after that shit.
No.
That's not helping them at all.
They don't need our numbers. Remember how I was saying we're such a small little sliver of the population in both of these countries? They don't need our numbers. But them shitting on us gets them numbers elsewhere. So I feel like people intentionally try to rage bait us, shit on us, and then grow in respect by all the other like racist
white America. And that's what I mean by the views. I didn't really mean like us watching them, because we're not going to watch BAFTA. We never even heard of it in the first place. Somebody got called N-word. We're really not going to watch. But white America will tune in now because they're like, oh, you feel like us? Okay, good. We can be friends.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're like, we didn't even know about your little show, but now we know how racist y'all are. We racist too.
Yeah.
So let's watch a little show.
Yes.
I just feel like they're doing a lot. And it's very selective. It's very strategic. And the producers know what they're doing, because it was definitely a decision to meet Free Palestine and then be like, leave that in. I like that part. Leave that in.
Yeah. That's the thing right there, Lise. You said it perfectly. That's the thing. So we can hold space for disability and anti-blackness. So when institutions, they make these editorial decisions to prioritize one narrative over another, that's where we draw the line. That part wasn't an accident. That was a statement. like you're saying, Lisa.
Strategic but stupid.
Yeah, look, I'm actually getting pissed off a little bit too. I'm like annoyed. I'm like, all right, so.
Like, what's the number? What's the number to the BAFTA?
Right.
Yeah.
Getting that blood pressure.
I know, like I'm sweating. Like, wait a minute, the rage bait is working. It's working.
Right. I'm filling with rage. I'm filling with rage.
I'm like, this shit is working. It worked though. It really do work.
It did. All right. So enough of that heavy stuff. Enough with the heavy stuff, y'all. Let's talk about women that are out here winning, dating them some little nerdy dudes and some men treating them right, like Sierra and Megan Thee Stallion. And then I threw in Tiana Taylor. I heard they broke up, but I want to talk about Tiana Taylor and her ex-boo. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah.
Her ex-boo.
So Sierra's with Russell Wilson. Meg is with Klay Thompson. Tiana Taylor was with Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa.
That's Mufasa.
You gotta say that. So, Lisa, what do you think about like all of them and their like blow ups and stuff?
Oh, I love it. I love Sierra going from like all these toxic dudes to this thriving little Russell, which everybody. Did she?
I think so.
Well, here we go. She really, really is leveling up.
I thought she was like, yeah, she did.
Do you know? Is that true, E?
I have no idea about that one. I just know that I just know they did a song together, but I never heard of that. I was surprised when you just said that. I know she dated Bow Wow. I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I think
you know it's funny.
I don't know, but I wonder if people got mixed up with Sierra and that girl Olivia.
Girl, it said yes. Sierra and 50 Cent had a high-profile on-again, off-again relationship that lasted roughly 3 years.
3 years?
Beginning around 2007. The musicians collaborated on the 2009 song Slow Down and were often spotted together during that period. How did I miss this? I never knew they were together.
They were kind of low key.
They got photos. Girl, low key.
They weren't low key. They
got hella photos together. I don't know, low key. I didn't know.
That's so funny.
I don't be in their business like that.
What was that song?
Was that Slow Down? I just want to get.
That is not the song.
Oh, in that one video, like
she's
I can see it. Like he's all like naked. Like I forgot about that. I seen that video because her boobies are against his chest. Her bra boobies.
Sierra made a song when her and 50 Cent broke up. I do not know these people.
I'm telling you,
all.
that's very much news to me. So
that is
go
news
look it up.
to moi.
But did you say why he dumped her? Why did he dump her?
He didn't say. There's a video about why he dumped her. I didn't click it. It's 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't want to hear it anyway.
I know. He's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. But now, so she went to a man that treats her like a queen. Sierra did. And I love that for her because we all should be looking for a man like that. That's going to hold you up and treat you like a queen. And when you break up, he ain't going to drag you all over social media like some kind of ignorant fool. And then now Meg is following suit by dating a so-called square, which I don't even care for that term because you're saying it like it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing. Like,
or like, maybe we should say like a straight and narrow, or just a, like I don't know. What's another positive way? A good man, a good person.
We need to stop.
Like,
what's wrong with a square?
Yeah,
What's
nothing.
wrong?
But the way they
Ain't
say
wrong with a
it,
square.
the way the culture has been describing a square is like it's a bad thing to be, like a nerd or whatever. And give me a nerd. Give me a nerd. Give me a
square is someone with structure, and we need that.
I guess they're supposed to be not as cool, like not as
I get it,
not as whatever, but.
We don't need all that. What?
That's like saying like a person that's quiet can't fight or something. Always the big talkers. It's always this one that everybody's like probably scared of. But it's like, watch out for the squares though. Watch out for them squares because they'll beat your ass.
Because while y'all was there, probably learning some kind of martial arts.
Yeah, they be secretly knowing shit.
They be secretly
hell yeah.
Because they're all
downloading the Matrix.
When people talk about Russell like that, I'd be like, so what is the problem though? Because he accepted a kid that wasn't his, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like doing manly shit. Like, I don't get what the why is he a square? And why
they be trying to act like he's like weak or something for how much he like loves on Sierra and like how much he you know, like supports her and stuff. Like
that's because he grew up with love and he knows what the shit looks like.
Yeah, and his parents are still married, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I ain't even trying to clown. Future, whatever, but like, really funny, you know,
I mean, Future's over here creating broken homes and shit. Like, I don't know what to say, and that's truthful shit. Like, you got babies with everybody. It's crazy.
It's not a good look. I'm happy for all of them, like finally realizing it and doing it a little earlier than late. So it takes some women a long time to figure out, like, that's not the move. If he's like this thug life and out here in these streets, guess where he's going to be when he's up there with you? He's going to be doing
manifests her man, just like we talked about before. She spoke the words that she wanted specifically, and she found exactly that.
And I love that for her. Give me a blurred over a bad boy any day. Like I don't have time for this thug life.
And other people want that too. So that's why you see a lot of other celebrities out there. Let me go find me a little basketball player that is not out there being looked at like that. They kind of are squarish. That's Clay Thomas.
Yeah. Aaron Pierre, he's like
Mufasa.
Aaron,
like I don't know his real name. Mufasa.
Okay. I didn't know. I was like,
you know who that is now?
I do know Aaron Pierre. I know his eyes. Yeah, he looked like somebody made in the lab.
He do.
He do.
Not something made in a lab.
He's lab made.
Lab grown.
I need to see his parents because he looked like he came out of lab. He's super handsome.
Oh, look. You think he's a clone or something? Or what's it called?
Girl, not a clone, just like a manufactured
hybrid.
Man. They're like, what is
a hybrid?
Yeah, he's a hybrid man, like manufactured. No, he's adorable. But they broke up.
Yeah.
Or they broke up.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I think he went back to his ex or something.
Oh, no. Oh, well.
That's what I said. You can't look over those squares either because those squares.
Yeah. There's no matter what kind of dude you are, they have a potential to like hurt you or hurt your feelings or something like that. But we don't know
I don't know. What were you gonna say, Aisha, about their thing?
Tiana and Aaron.
Because now that they're not together, what does that mean?
I just think it's good that she had like from outside looking in, of course, because we don't know the details. It just seemed like she had a more positive experience for that little period or that period that they were dating. Like when they were out and even, they were just really affirming to each other and like, they just seemed to support each other. And like I was saying, anybody can hurt you or anybody y'all can, I mean, and we can hurt men too. Like it's, whatever, you can hurt.
I love hurting men. It's like, I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
I was like, I love hurting men.
Oh man. But I knew, maybe I was going to say hurting people. I think
anybody can do it.
The thing is to not like Black men, Black culture, we've kind of moved too far to the bad boy image. Like little boy growing up, like you might not hear them talking about like, oh, I want to be a good husband. I want to love my, I want to one woman for the rest of my life. I want to be a good husband. But they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna be a bad boy. I'm gonna have all these B words. I'm gonna have all the, like that's something to aspire to be, and that's the problem. Like, like that's not cool. And even women wanting those bad boys.
And a lot of it is performative, and they're not even really that way in their core. So it is just this mask that a lot of men have been putting on.
Yeah,
because that's what they think women. Yeah, they think that's what women want. So I'm glad to see some high-profile chicks actually going towards the other way. Because maybe that'll be an influence on the man. It's like, maybe I'll get a little Sierra type. Let me just stay in this tech class and do these nerd lifestyle. And you can get a fine woman like Sierra or Megan Thee Stallion or whatever. But no, sometimes I feel like they try to matchmake in Hollywood and put two like coming up celebrities together because they think like, okay, two stars together, we're gonna have like this atomic relationship. And I felt like their relationship was one of those where they were like, you two, like it was people behind the scenes like doing some.
I think they're running out of people to share. No, seriously. Like, I think they don't.
What do you mean?
Like, literally, everybody's dated everybody. It's like one of those things. Like, you know how they're like, Seattle's hella small. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dates everybody. Like, that's Hollywood. Like, everybody's going to be spin with somebody. Just like we learned today that 50 Cent's been with Sierra. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be out there. And it's just like,
I should know she heard.
But there'll be like little secrets that you don't know, like just
they running out of people,
like some top star people, and it's like, oh, they been with that person, like what's the actor Titanic,
Leonardo.
Yes, he's been with some black women up in the Hollywoods. He's been around.
He's also
up in them Hollywoods.
Up in them Hollywoods.
That's exactly that's what we call in that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, I do think that too. But I think too, I honestly feel like sometimes the relationship shouldn't be out there and talked about so soon
1000%.
Whatever. But it's hard for them, I'm sure. Like, if it's going to be serious, they shouldn't broadcast that shit. Like,
so maybe when they broadcast it so quick, that means that it's like a plant. Or not a plant, but like, an arranged situation for business.
Yeah, a Hollywood marriage.
But I don't want to.
Hollywood marriage.
I mean, I don't know. Because
they got that Hollywood.
Would you say that families are set up too in that case then? Like people that actually had kids with their husbands that were
unfortunately they're in
sometimes
it
I feel like they be playing out a whole script in our faces sometimes. They're like, this is gonna be a good couple. They can like together they be trying to build off the couple. Remember what they were doing to Brad and Angelina, and they infused a little name for them.
Brad
always do that. Yeah.
But I wanted to talk on how, if you want to go this route, about how to avoid getting somebody who is too swaggy and not a square, going about how to do it. I want to get on that.
Okay.
First off, remember we had talked about like you don't want to be doing too much, but then we were like, no, but Meg does a lot, and she pulled a square. For the most part, in general, square guys, they're not gonna go for this over the top woman. You really just gotta get down to the basics of who you are and being you. No big old long ass nails. You can't even wipe your ass. Kind of thing.
You
lashes,
think they
dramatic
don't
lashes.
gravitate towards that? In
gravitate
general?
towards that.
Yeah, but there's always exceptions to the rule.
There are exceptions
to the rule. Differently.
I don't. I just don't. Why? I don't agree. I guess or think so.
I mean, I feel like they don't generally want to call a lot of attention to them. So why are they gonna get this like little arm candy? And then
I agree with this sentiment. Of course, we have to have some more. We need some more test subject. But I don't see them gravitating towards extremely flamboyant women all the time and very dramatic, loud, excessive. But also opposites attract. So
opposites do attract. And sometimes people, especially intelligent people, might lean more towards something that they can kind of
lack. Yeah, they don't have those same characteristics, so it kind of balances them out. And kind of helps them step out their shell in some aspects too.
So, okay, and then let's move on to some of the traits you want to look for. You want to look for those degrees in biology. You want to look for, like, certification.
Not certificates.
Yeah, not certificates.
Not certificates. Yes. So different.
For majors
you want to look for these tech guys?
And math.
Yes, science, math, the STEM fields. Think STEM, ladies. Think STEM. Okay, go look at the STEM fields. Go to them conferences. Yes. I just feel like we need to start going to some of them conferences that they have annually. You need to go in there. You need to try to rub elbows. I'm not even kidding, because people think they're gonna find somebody in the club or like the grocery store. No. Like, no, these men be working. They be studying. So you gotta go where they work and they study. Look at me.
I love this.
I did find my lovely science major.
So did I.
And so did we.
Chemistry major was at a lounge, but he was by himself, and it was a Wednesday night. It was not popping. He would never try to squeeze up in there and go through that. It was just literally me and him and maybe a handful of other people.
They're holding up the walls. They're not dancing in the middle of the floor.
Keeping the seats warm. Okay.
But I do feel like we need to step out of the box of where people are like searching
I
for
love
men.
that, Lisa. I'm literally about to go
I'm
look
not
up some
kidding.
science things. But I mean,
Go to a conference.
Go to
a conference. Go to like one of the
them science fairs. Go to the science fairs.
What science fairs? And then people just
they have like
science fair.
They have.
We'll put a list. We'll put a list of where you can go to find these.
Where companies come and they show
single
off
ladies.
their...
I'm with
Go
y'all.
golfing. Go golfing.
They be golfing?
Yeah, wealthy people be golfing.
Usually got money too.
Wealthy.
I'm not
assholes.
trying to
usually
say.
got money.
But I'm just saying, you want someone equal or a little,
You don't even have to worry about that if you're getting somebody in the STEM field because their salaries are higher than regular people. So like,
I don't know why
not
this is
even.
funny.
Yes.
That's not even a problem. Like, it's not a problem. They're gonna be on the golf
true.
course. You don't have to
very
go look.
true, y'all.
Yeah,
Take
I'm
it
just like,
I live a very comfortable life, and all we talk about is business stuff and math and science.
he's really good at math.
Y'all are funny.
living with Bill Nye.
I love the
science
conversation.
guy. What the
No,
hell?
I love it. I love that he's not into like all this fashion and all this. Like he calls my
They're
my
very
eyelashes
different.
eyebrows. I love that.
Yes,
He's like,
yes.
you got
If he calls your lashes brows, that's the
He
one for
doesn't.
you.
He doesn't know
That's the
these
one
are
for you.
eyelashes.
Yes.
Yes.
You better not
He's
know
like-
the hair color names either.
Yeah,
if you
if
know
they
the
know,
hair
like-
color names,
Yeah,
fashion
techniques for
terms.
hair and stuff. That is.
Are we
that's
talking
a
about
problem.
undercovers at this point? Or are we talking about squares? Because
We're talking about squares and undercovers. So looking for undercovers, like you gotta watch out for that. So if they're
Hey,
too
I'm in
into your
Atlanta. I
outfit
gotta
and they
pay
want to dress
attention.
you, they're
Hey.
picking out your dresses and stuff. Watch out for that.
All right, y'all. So y'all chime in. I was gonna just direct this towards the ladies, but for the fellas too, y'all let us know. Like, has there been times in your dating life where you had to level up? Go ahead and please drop those stories in the comments. We want to hear it. I know I didn't really get into it, but that's okay because it's in the past. Yeah, it's in the past, and we only have a few minutes to get into this, so we ain't gonna get into all this. But I know I had to level up and just realize that just open up as far as like what I was looking for in my dating life, and things got better. So
we
Okay,
all
bye.
did.
We all did.
we all did. If y'all drop some stories in the comments, we'll share our stories too.
Yeah.
Hey.
The internet is a messy place, y'all, but we don't have to take it too serious. We can laugh, we can learn, and we can keep it moving. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification button if we on YouTube. If you're listening to this on a podcast, please rate us 5 stars, leave a review, and share this with your friends. If you're on social media like we need to be, follow us at S.L.A.E, Laugh, Repeat on Instagram and Facebook. We are not on TikTok yet, y'all.
And if you made it to the end of this, you're a real one. Thank you. Until next time, slay, laugh, and repeat. Peace.
Yeah.
We get really competitive when we play anything.
Like, we know what's going on.
Hey.